Mavis's ultimate sacrifice. If Zeref dies, Natsu will die as well. This quote represents the harsh reality of Natsu's life essentially resting within the hands of his enemy, but also at the same time his own brother within the Alvarez War. Without Zeref in the equation, Natsu himself will cease to exist, and with the likelihood that Zeref will actually be one of the many casualties of this war, it's almost inevitable that Natsu will follow in Zeref's footsteps and die as well by the end of Alvarez. This would be nothing short of a tragedy within Fairy Tail. You really cannot have Fairy Tail without the lovable pyromaniac himself, Natsu. So I, along with many others, have actually attempted to find a singular loophole that in the grand scheme of things will actually allow for Natsu to live even after Zeref dies. Now, there have been many theories shared across the Fairy Tail community, some of which I myself can actually see happening. However, when it does come down to it, I believe that for Natsu to live, there must be a sacrifice. However, the question is, who will actually take the bull by the horns and make the sacrifice that will actually in return allow for Natsu to live? Now, personally, I do think that will be none other than Mavis Vermilion, Fairy Tail's first master. Now, for starters, Mavis alone bears the power to win this war through utilizing the strongest magic of the three forms of fairy magic, Fairy Heart. This magic is as well what Zeref actually seeks to use for his own personal gain within the war. However, when it does come down to it though, I really believe that the power of Fairy Heart will actually remain in the possession of Fairy Tail, and I do believe that the person who is most likely to actually utilize such a magic isn't even Mavis herself. Now, I believe that Natsu will actually be the one to utilize the magic power of Fairy Heart in conjunction with his END form. When Mavis actually initially revealed the power of Fairy Heart to the entire guild, she actually made mention of the fact that if combined with Ethereon, the magic that makes up actually a good majority of Natsu's mere existence would actually in return become a never-ending source of magic. Now, the magic of Ethereon alone is actually said to be capable of destroying nations. It's an immense power to be able to utilize, and the fact that if used in conjunction with Fairy Heart, this magic can actually be unlimited, that's just absolutely absurd. That's insane. So in the instance that Mavis actually makes the ultimate sacrifice so that she can actually in return allow for Natsu to utilize the magic of Fairy Heart in conjunction with the power of END, not only do I believe that Natsu will actually be able to take down threats as large as Zeref and possibly even act a Logia, I actually as well believe that the magic of Fairy Heart could actually save Natsu from his inevitable death. Essentially, I believe that if the magic of Fairy Heart is actually merged with Natsu, not only will it make him an absolutely unstoppable force, but as well actually provide for a new life source for Natsu, much like the magic actually did for Mavis. In return, this will allow for Zeref, who could actually be considered at this point to be Natsu's life source, to actually die without causing Natsu to die in return. Nevertheless, that's going to wrap it up for today's video. If you guys enjoyed, remember to show your support on this video with a like rating as always, and also remember to subscribe for some more Fairy Tail content if you haven't done so already. Peace.